we have some unboxings. This is particularly Hermes and also a Zimmerman dress that I absolutely adore. I just can't, I just can't stop buying Zimmerman dresses. So yeah. So if I were you, I would, like somehow get yourself a cup of tea or coffee because this one is a bit juicy. I will explain to you what I've recently gotten from the boutique, Hermes Boutique. So a bit of a story time, guys. I have been wanting this piece for quite a while, and I went to the Gold Coast recently. I'm probably gonna upload a video about my Gold Coast, like, shopping experience and what, like the mall over there is like. I went to Pacific Fair in the Gold Coast, in the GC. But yeah, I'm just really happy. I saw this Oran sandals and I was just mesmerized. I was like, oh my gosh, I need this piece in my life. Okay, so I've asked the SA there. I had the chit chat with the SA in Pacific Fair Hermes boutique inside the mall. The mall is called Pacific Fair. So yeah, and then he had the size that I wanted for this specific color of Oran sandals. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so tempted to buy it. But if you guys didn't know, if you have watched, if you're a seasoned subscriber, you would have known that I love my SA. I live in Melbourne, Australia. So I was just there visiting. So I met this SA. He was really lovely and like a bit transactional but quite friendly as well. But yeah, and then he told me that he actually has this specific Oran sandals, this specific color in my size, and I've actually get to try it on and it was so beautiful, and I was like, oh my gosh, should I just get it in the Gold Coast? But I have a very good relationship with my SA in Melbourne. So I went out of the shop and he was even holding the box. Like he said, you know what, like if you really want this piece, I'm just here. And then he was just holding the box and then he like, ushered me out because I was like, oh, I'm just going to get it in Melbourne because I've got an SA there. And yeah, so he was like, okay, but if you change your mind, it's like he was kind of like convincing me because he said it doesn't matter, like the spending ratio, like even if you buy from here, it will still be added to your account, this and that. But I said, oh no, and I just politely declined. I said, thank you so much for your time. I was there for roughly like maybe almost an hour, like chatting about, I saw like the bags and they were all in the neutral color because I went there in Feb, like mid-Feb, and it was the lunar season year. So there were like a few reds and a lot of like neutral bags, which, I didn't really fancy. But yeah, but you know me, I love me a colorful bag. So I love me colorful shoes. So that's a hint. This is one of my favorite color. And okay, so let's unbox this together, guys, because I'm so excited. Yeah. I just love Orans. Like, I know the Oasis, I'd rather go either flat or I would go like, I like, like a proper heel height. I don't like the Oasis because it's kind of in between and I'm just not into that. It's either, I go sky high with my heels or like I've got like a thin heel, or I don't like the look of like a chunky kind of like, like rectangular heel. But I love this, I like the wedge effect, but I don't like it when it's like the Oasis. I don't know, I'm a bit weird like that. But yeah, this is my fourth. So I've got the white one, guys. I've got the white Oran, which I've had for ages. I've had it for like maybe 4 to 5 years. So I bought this from New Zealand. But and I didn't buy it from New Zealand. It was from Australia, but it was like online purchase when I was still living in Christchurch. And then this orange sandals, and I also have a black, but I've like passed it on to my sister now because I don't like black in shoes. So I don't like the black Oran specifically because I dress quite like colorful, but I love the white for some reason. This is my most used Oran. And then I've got that, and then also got the black, but my sister, and then this is now. So then this would be my fourth Oran sandals, if you include the ones that I've gifted or passed on to my, my sibling, my sister. But yeah, this is in a juicy color. My SA really knows how to take care of me. Like, she ordered this. So I've actually tried this specific Orans when I was in the Gold Coast, and it was just like, transferred from one boutique to the next. So, yeah. It's this pink, and the color, guys, is rose petal. I'm gonna write it down below, but these are the most gorgeous sort of like, it's like pastel, kind of like, it's not super pastel, but it's like pink, but like subdued. It's not like it's not like shocking pink, but it is a very, very, this is a neutral for me, okay? I love the Orans. I really do. I'm gonna show you clips of me wearing this as well, but it is just a stunning, stunning shoe. I believe the Orans are the best. They are very comfortable for me, and what I do, they do flip, clip clap, but I don't care anymore at this point. I just love the Oran, so I'm gonna continuously wear them. So yes, I've got the pink, pink puff, and then I've got the orange, and then now I've got the white as well. So we shall see if I'm gonna add another one. So yeah, but if I came a color that I absolutely love, I can guarantee now that my SA is, will go above and beyond to get me the piece. And I just love that, guys. I don't think I will ever, hopefully my SA doesn't leave, but she's quite high up. She's a senior SA, so she's really, really lovely, and she's like, like, if I can get emotional with this, but she feels like family to me. That's how I cherish our relationship, and she takes care of me, guys, like no other. And like my husband takes care of me, but my SA in Hermes is also very, very lovely. And I will prove that to you on the second unboxing, okay? So first unboxing is this beautiful Orans. No explanation needed. Comfort level for me is a definite 10 out of 10. I don't have to break them in, or even just once, but they don't scar me or they don't hurt me at all, guys. They are amazing. I highly, highly recommend them. But some people did say, so maybe, guys, if you have an Hermes boutique, try them yourselves. But for me, they are perfect. I am kind of like just a normal feet size, and I don't have like a wide feet. So maybe that's why they're so comfy. But yeah, just check them out. If you love rose petal, it is so beautiful. I'm going to give you a close up. Look at that, guys. Look at the stunning, stunning, stunning shoe. It's just love that. And this is actually, what type of leather is this? It's a veau, yeah. I'm gonna write it down, but it's rose petal, and it's just so stunning. It's more like a smoother, yeah, definitely, because this is Epsom and this is veau. Do you see Epsom, guys? Like, it has a bit of a, do you hear that? And maybe my microphone would hear that. Yeah, it's kind of scratched. This leather is more like on the smoother side, but any Orans, I think this is even more comfier than the Epsom, because Epsom is quite like a hard wearing leather. But yeah, I love this too. And my white Orans are actually smooth. It feels like my white Orans are similar leather to this, so I know they're kind of hard wearing. I hope so, but yeah, I still love them. I love, love, love this. And I'm actually going to wear them tomorrow, so yeah, I cannot wait. I'll show you a photo once I've got the look of, like this shoe. But yeah, those are my pink Orans. And then next, okay, so that's why I told you guys, the aftercare service at Hermes is definitely, I don't even know, it's more than 10. Like, it's above, they go above and beyond. 15 out of 10 if I was to give it a number. But yeah, it's just, this piece we've already had before. And okay, the story is, guys, I gifted my husband. So if you haven't watched that video, I will link it up above. But everything I got, I think the title was like Hermes pre-spend. But one of my before I got the Birkin, the journey to a Birkin. But yeah, before I got my baby Birkin, but this piece is actually a charger, like a phone charger or AirPod charger, and also so this is the replacement. So here's what happened. We went back from the GC, from the Gold Coast, and then it suddenly, my husband tried to charge his, this is like a charging pod, like so, with like the logo there that says, just H actually. Yeah, it's just a simple but very sleek and stylish charging area. So the charger is on, if you see guys, that's the charging bit there. So you just put your phone, wireless charging, and then you put your set of keys over here, and that's what my husband has been doing. So what happened was it didn't work when we got back from the holiday. So I messaged my SA and told her about the situation, and she just told me, Sheila, just bring the charger, you know, the piece in. And then she said that she was gonna, you know, contact like Sydney, and it might take a while. It might take a few months, or if the Sydney aftercare repair said like, you know, like we need to send it, it might get sent to Paris. So it might, you know, take a while. Anyway, I brought the this charging pad in there with everything, with the box, and then she said, okay, you know, it even has a booklet as well here, and this is where the wire is to plug it into the wall. So yeah, so how do I make the story short? I can't really, but yeah. So what happened was, so yeah, so we brought it in, and then guys, the next day, she messaged me and she said, Sheila, the aftercare service in Sydney said that I know, she gave me like a wee slip, and she asked me to like sign into their iPad, like, you know, the terms and conditions for after sale service. So I signed it there, and then electronically, and she gave me a piece of like envelope with like, you know, like the aftercare service, and apparently it was going to take, so July, so March, April, May, June, July, like 4 to 5 months for the piece to come back, like, you know, for the aftercare, because I read it when I got home, and I said, oh, okay, so it means that the charging pod won't be here for like a few months, you know, because they have to repair it. But she messaged me the next day that instead of the Sydney repair group said that they would just going to give me a new piece. I was like, guys, that's mind blowing, you know. So I got the piece. I got this. I mean, the one that's like that was ruined or whatever happened with malfunctioning. I got that on my September of last year, 2023. So I've only had that October, November, December, January, for March. No, 5 months as well. So the warranty apparently for this type of electronic from Hermes is 2 years. So, and then I asked my SA, is it quite common for this to be like, you know, like malfunctioning, or was there any issue? And she said, no, this is actually the first time that, you know, someone like complained that it's not working anymore and things like that. But she said it's mostly like the belts. So, you know, when you have a pop stitch, because if you don't know, the Hermes belts are like, they're not handmade, unlike the bags. They're actually machine made, still in France, I believe, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, so it's machine stitch, and sometimes you pop a stitch on one of your belts, and you know they send it in for repairs and all of that, but not for this specific item. And I haven't really heard any aftercare service for like electronics from Hermes. So yeah, so she really took care of me, guys. Like I did, and then you know when she gave me a new one, so she said, "Oh, we're just gonna give you a new one." I was like, I went back to the shop, got the Orans, and then got this, and I was like telling her. She even gave me the, like, cause I took the old ones, the one that was buggered or wasn't working. I took it all in with the packaging, even with the ribbons, and even with the receipt, cause I keep all my receipts. And she said, "Oh no, I don't need that." She just took the actual charger and the wire that comes with it to plug it in. But when I received this, it was brand spanking new, and I'm just so grateful. Like I really felt like she cared and that she took really good care of me. So I think the point of this is that you really need to find an SA that you click with. And, I hope you guys are lucky enough to find someone like what I have. I really hope for each and every one of you to have a good experience shopping with like luxury brands, not just Hermes, but like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dior. I hope you find someone like my SA. She is a yes person. Like, I feel like everything I've asked for has been definitely granted, and she's really taking care of me. And I'm so, I could talk on and on about this, but this is coming from the bottom of my heart, guys. Like, she is the best SA I have ever dealt with in my entire existence. So, when I message, when you just click with your SA, everything is so seamless. You don't even have to think of like getting the piece. Like I could have bought the piece from Gold Coast because it was there in front of me, but I still chose to be loyal to my SA. And I think these days, loyalty is so difficult, when like everything is so fast and everything. I think we have to slow down and think about relationships, and that's why I love the brand. I love this relationship I have with my SA. The respect that I have for her is above the rooftop. And she's just lovely, and she knows, I've already, I've just, it's just amazing experience for me. Like Hermes is like the best shop, but then again, I have a very nice SA. So that's why it is highly, highly, highly. If you're gonna take something out of this video, you need to find someone that you click, that you feel you are drawn, you have the same energy. I am a bubbly person, guys, and my SA is very bubbly as well. I mean, she's quite discreet, but like the level of like bubbliness, we are both quite very like similar in terms of like we have the same values and stuff. I can't. And we don't have the same race, but we do have like the values, and we just like this. We're like a pea in a pod, basically. And I think that's what you need to understand is when you find an SA that you actually click with is when you will get all your dreams. Like, I know this is just Oran sandals, guys, but this is quite important to me. Like, I love it. And this size is highly, like the 36 and a half in Orans is very difficult as well. So I am like hands down very, very happy. And yes, I got this replacement instead. And my husband is really happy with the customer service from Hermes. And it's just, like the result was like this. Like, the next day she messaged me and said, okay, giving me an update that she was just gonna give me a replacement. And I think it all, yeah, because she knows I'm a loyal customer. Like, I'm not there to, I'm not a reseller, guys. Like, I love this stuff that I buy from Hermes. And that's the most important thing, that you need to love what you purchase or what you buy. If you don't love it, you're just chasing for the bag, it will not be a fun experience at all. It will be really, really long and like painful experience. So I would highly, highly suggest, if you only like the bags, just go the reseller route. But there are so many things, but I highly, highly suggest as well that you visit a boutique and actually see what other stuff, or even just go online and see what other things that you think that you might like, because it will surprise you that there's a lot of things from Hermes that are actually really beautifully crafted, including this charger that my husband loves. But yeah, okay, enough is enough. Let's move on because it's getting dark outside, guys. You know how small this is? This is another, guess what? I've got 3 of this. Comment down below if you know what this is. So I've already owned 3 pieces of this. But this is such a small wee, yeah, even has a wee booklet. Ta-da! It's actually empty, guys. But I'll show you a photo. This is the Olymp ear cuff. I love, love, love this piece as much as I love the bags, the Oran sandals, the belt, the silk, like, I love the ear cuff, guys. It is such a beautiful, beautiful piece. this ear cuff, actually, the three ones. So I've got a yellow, I've got a pink, and I've got a white. And I was actually swimming in the ocean, and I forgot that I have the ear cuff, and it's fine. I think although this is like a costume or a fashion jewelry, but boy, the quality of this piece, whatever, like, this is in the color, I forgot to mention, this is in palladium hardware, silver hardware, and then the color is vert comics. So my other Olymp ear cuff, I've actually swam in the ocean and in the pool with the other ear cuff, and they still look fine. I actually told my SA about it. She was like so shocked. Like, she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, and it was fine. It didn't get, I think the material that they really use high quality, like is it vermeil, or like the coating to make it like nice and like water resistant. But I must say, guys, like, if you just start with this, you will be addicted. And I've used it once at work, and I got loads of compliments. They said, oh my gosh, that's such a nice, like, where did you get it from? Like, I would love one as well. It's just a beautiful piece, and it's so stunning. So yeah, enough said, because I bet everyone on TikTok already like discussed about this Olymp ear cuff from Hermes. Let's move on to my Zimmerman piece. They actually gave me like a proper, not just a paper bag, but this bag. So I got this dress, guys. Oh my gosh. It is so stunning. I'll show you a clip of me wearing this and the name of the dress, because I have forgotten, but I saw this piece when I was also in Gold Coast, and I was like, oh, I need to get it. But guess what, guys? They didn't have my size. So with the Zimmerman as well, you really have to try them on, I would say, because I don't know with my body, but I feel like I'm an in-between a 0 and a 1. So Zimmerman comes in 0, 1, 2, 3, and then I think it comes in 4, and then OP as well. And this is a size 0. So I tried the size 1, but the 1 was really quite loose. And it is just a stunning piece, guys. It's like in the front, it's like a mini dress in the front, and then at the back it's like long. And just the colors of this dress is just so stunning, and it's very sexy. It's a very, Zimmerman-esque design. I love it. It's definitely a special occasion piece. And I will wear it to my friend's wedding, I think. And also, like, when we go on fancy dinners, like, I will rock this, because I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed, So that's just me, though. I'm sorry. But yeah, I love this dress. It is so beautiful. It hugs the body perfectly. It like poofs out. It's definitely a special occasion piece, and I'm fine with that. I know the price is quite steep for this type of like almost like couture dresses from Zimmerman, but I love this. This is the most expensive Zimmerman dress I actually bought, but you know what? I deserve this. I hope you got something from this video, and if you have any questions, please comment down below rather than messaging me on Instagram, because sometimes I just, life, I'm also like working, so it's really difficult, whereas the YouTube, I'm quite like onto it, like, I open the app quite frequently, and I would be able to answer your questions from the comments down below. And plus, please do like and subscribe, as it really helped my channel grow. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a beautiful weekend or beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Bye, guys.